Okay, we're live. Hello. Welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley. In this class, we are going to explore an area of vocabulary, very simple, very focused, but I found that some students have problems figuring out, especially to, T-O-O, and the uses of to, as well as enough and very. And we're going to practice using these simple adverbs, and quantifiers, and take a quick look at it and talk about them and how they're used. Okay. Hi, Heidi. Welcome to the class. Hello again.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Oh, likewise. And hello, Max.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Hello, hello. Still okay. All together. Okay. All right. First thing I would like to do is take a look. Okay, I'm going to do a screen share here, and we're going to talk about words. Just give me collocations that we can use with some of these different phrases, and then we're going to talk about it in a more analytical way. But let's just look at when do we actually use these words. For example, Heidi, give me a phrase. Very plus what?
Very plus adjective.
So I'm just, what? Just what word goes with very?
Very beautiful, like that.
Yeah, like that. All right. Very beautiful. Terrific. Okay. And Max, what
Too
to what?
oh, we have too much. Too simple.
Too
Not
simple. It's too simple. Okay. Sure. That'll work. Mohammed, hello. Welcome to the class.
Hello.
Hi. Mohammed, what word could we add with too much?
Too much.
Yeah, too much what?
Mm,
expensive.
Nah. Ah,
that's bad.
too much what?
Bad.
B-A-D?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. This is why we're having the class. No, I can definitely say too bad, but too much,
Maybe noun,
yeah, that's the crux of the matter.
like too much information. Or
That's right. Too much information. Very good. All right. Great. Too much information. Okay. Great. Heidi, how about too many?
too many people.
Too many people. All right. Terrific.
Maybe countable.
Aha! Now we're getting to what confuses people. Yes, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Let's complete our little chart here. Max, not enough what?
Fast.
Sorry?
Not enough fast. Fast.
Fast?
Да, yeah, no, it's wrong.
No. No.
Not enough.
Should be
I don't
noun.
know.
No. What do you have? Do you have enough?
No.
What do you have not enough of?
Money.
Yeah, okay. Waiting for somebody to say that. Seems the obvious answer. Nobody had enough money, so not enough money. Okay, Mohammed, enough
Time.
time. Okay, very good. Enough time. Uh, okay. I want to take another run through so that we can get the idea. So we have a couple examples here. Mohammed, I'm going to start with you, Heidi, because you already did very. Mohammed, what's a word I can use for very?
Cold.
Very what? Tall?
Cold. Cold weather.
Uh, can you spell it?
COLD.
T-O-C-O-L-D.
C. OLD.
Very cold. Oh, okay. Great. Heidi, too
Too expensive.
expensive. Okay, thank you. Earlier, and I wanted to put it over here with two. So thank you for that. Max, too much.
Too much papers. Pages in the book. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Now, here I can say paper, too much paper, but, okay, here,
Too many pages.
you may remember papers. Aha! Ooh, tricky, tricky. All right, why is that? Do you know, Max? Why can I say too much paper?
In English we use many for countable
Yeah,
nouns and much for uncountable.
right. Okay, that's it. Okay, not enough. Mohammed, can you give me another example?
Oil.
What?
Oil.
Oil?
Mm.
Not enough oil. Not the problem nowadays. But okay. Sure. Heidi,
Hmm?
is it possible to give me enough oil? Okay, I could use that for both. Not enough for enough. Can you give me a countable noun, Heidi?
Countable now.
Yeah. Is that possible?
Not enough. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, I think so. Not enough audience. There are not enough audience.
Not enough. What's the word?
Audience. Audiences are not non-countable.
Yeah, they're
And
uncountable. Yeah.
enough participant.
Participant. Not enough participants. Well, how do you spell participants? Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Very good. So I have oil and countable and uncountable. So which goes where? All right. Let's look at some different uses. Looking at the different the different words vary or phrases vary too much, too many. Max, which one do I use it before adjectives or adverbs?
Before too, very,
Oh, wait a minute. Very. Now, hang on.
very.
Let's very. Okay. Okay. Can you give me an example of an adverb?
Adverb.
Yeah. Well, it's probably going to have to be, honestly, it's going to have to be an adverb-adjective combination, but
I don't know. Very.
Okay. Help? You want some help? Mohammed?
Yeah, I
Heidi?
think so.
You need some help? Okay. Can anybody give me Heidi or Mohammed?
Very, very beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I'm very beautiful.
Very beautiful. Okay, but with an adjective. How about this? Very slightly
Slightly.
beautiful. Slightly beautiful. She's slightly beautiful. She's very slightly beautiful. Okay, maybe that's slightly awkward. Okay.
Much is a adjective, adverb. Much. No, very much.
Yeah. Very much alive. Okay, sure. Yeah, you're right. Very openly gay. There you go. Okay, an adverb and an adjective. An adverb and an alive. Beautiful. Okay. Very good. Now, wait a second. Can I do that with two? Too slightly beautiful? Too much alive? Too openly gay? I suppose I could. Okay. Too excruciatingly painful. And I can't spell excruciatingly. There we go. So, yeah, okay. Is that it? Is there anything else that I can use before adjectives and adverbs? Is there any others? Too much? Too much slightly beautiful? Too much alive? Too much? No. Too much excruciatingly painful? No. Too many? No. We have all nouns. Not enough beautiful? No. She's enough beautiful. No. I can say she's beautiful enough, or she's not beautiful enough to be in the contest, but I can't say enough beautiful. Right? Okay. So, you're right. I can use very and I can use too. Okay. Max, before countable nouns.
Countable, too many.
Okay.
Many.
Yeah. All right. Too many. Whatever. Hats. He has too many hats. Okay. Obviously, you can use too many. Too many shoes. Oh, my wife has too many shoes. Okay. Very good. How about not enough or enough? Can I use not enough?
Yes, I think you you can.
I can.
Not enough.
She did
Not enough.
She has not enough hats. Not enough shoes. I like shoes better.
Time.
Well, time. Okay. Time is uncountable. Well, okay. Let me clarify that. Time can be countable or uncountable. Okay, not enough time would be an uncountable use. I'm not actually using it as countable. Max, do you know how to use time as an uncountable? I mean, sorry, as a countable. Now, can you give me an example?
2 times.
Yeah.
I've been to Paris 2 times.
That's it. I've been to Paris 2 times. Okay, now it's obviously countable. You're using an actual number. Okay, not enough shoes. She does not have enough shoes. All right, he has enough shoes. She has enough shoes. She doesn't need any more shoes. All right, so we can use it, obviously, for countable and uncountable. Too many, however, only for countable nouns. So nouns we can obviously use too much, too many, not enough, or enough for all nouns. Okay, but we use too many for countable and obviously too much. Too much money. No such thing for uncountable. So, okay, too much is always got to be for uncountable. Too many is always got to be for countable. But not enough, as you can see, not enough money, not enough participants, and enough, same thing we can use for any noun. All right, that's the idea. Use it before nouns, okay. Oh, you say the same thing. Okay, so basically that's the idea. Now, very, hello, Debbie.
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Hi, welcome to the class.
Thank
How are
you.
You're welcome.
Fine, and you? Thank you.
Okay, using very. All right, we used very with adverbs and adjectives. We use adjectives afterwards. Now, question: can I use very for a verb?
And very strong?
Well, very strong is an adjective. Okay, so of course that is possible. Can I use very with a verb?
Very wrong, but it's not correct. With a verb and walk.
Walk. Yeah. Okay. Let's take the verb walk. Can you use very with walk?
Nope.
Nope. All right. This is a common mistake. I very walked.
Maybe we can use it as for noun.
For a noun?
Very personal. He is a very person who said rumor, who spread around rumor.
Okay. You're getting slightly ahead of me, but very and a verb is, you can't do it. And many people confuse this because they confuse using really and very. Okay. He really ran far is okay. But I cannot say, no, I cannot say he very ran far. Now, Heidi brings up something very interesting about very. Very interesting about very. Okay, using it with a noun. What was your example again? Heidi, can you give me like a whole sentence?
He's a very person who spread your rumor.
Who spread, not spreaded. Spread was spread. He spread the rumors, and I'm trying to think of present, past, perfect, continuous. I'm sorry, perfect. Past participle is what I'm trying to think of. Spread. I spread every day. Yesterday I spread. It has been spread. The rumor has been spread. Okay, never mind. It's an irregular verb. Took me a minute to think about this. Okay, she's a very person who spread the rumors. Now, this would be very common to include this kind of a phrase in the first place. Something like this. To indicate, oops, to add a lot of emphasis to person, which is what you're trying to do here. Okay. The very person. What is very here in this sentence, Heidi? What function? Is it a noun, a verb?
Exact.
Yeah, exact. Okay. So, all right, we could substitute, right? The meaning is like exact. All right. So, if we exact is what kind of word? Noun, verb, adjective, adverb.
Adjective.
Adjective, right. So, this is something that people often don't understand. Very can be used as an adverb, very strong, or it can be used as actually as an adjective. This is a very good example. She's the very person I want to talk to. This is actually quite common usage. So, very can be very confusing sometimes. You've got to understand that. He ran really okay. He really ran. All right. Okay. We can use really. We can never use very. Okay. We have to do it differently. He ran very. Okay. He very ran fast. We can't do that. No. He really ran instead of far, fast. He really ran fast. Okay. That I can say. All right, this is another thing that gets very confusing. Okay. It can be very difficult. All right. The other one is too much and too many with, and maybe we'll practice some more of that a little later. Okay, let's attempt to using again very or too or enough with too much, too many, or enough or not enough. Let's see if we can do some fill in the blank sentences with using these different words. Max, number one.
I hope I pronounce it. It's correct. Kyrie, Kyra,
I don't know. Kyra.
Okay.
It's not really. This is not a name I'm
Could be
familiar
Kyra.
with. It's not really a
Kyra
common
is
English name. Sure.
very tired, very tired to go out. She slept for 3 hours only. Too
No.
tired.
Ah. Okay.
It's like negative.
It is like negative, and that's the okay. Exactly the point I want to show. Too is a negative word. We think of it as a lot, and second language speakers tend to think, oh, a lot's good. All right, but too many, too much, too tired. All right, it's always a negative idea. It's not good. I constantly hear students saying, oh, Philippines is very beautiful. It has too many trees. They don't understand what they're saying is that this is a problem. What you're saying, if it has too many trees, then somehow it's inconvenient, it's bad, it's not a good idea to have that many trees. You should get rid of some of the trees. There's too many trees. This is a negative idea. All right, clearly this is negative. She's too tired to go out. Okay. All right, so that's a big point I wanted to make about that. Debbie, how about number 2?
There was too much milk in this coffee, so Kanan did not drink it because she preferred very little milk in her coffee.
Okay. Oh, look, very little milk. Okay. All right. Too much milk. Milk is obviously an uncountable noun. So, yes, we are going to use Too much with uncountable nouns. Too much fun. I had too much fun at the party. Okay, very good. What is this? Oops. Goof. Okay. Heidi, number 3.
There are too many students in some small classes.
Yeah, okay.
Students cannot even breathe because there is not enough oxygen.
Yeah, okay.
And not enough carbohydrate. Too much carbon dioxide.
Awesome. Very good. Okay, quite complicated. Too many countable nouns. Students are countable. 5, 6 students. If you're trying to decide, in many of these cases, the problem may be using any kinds of quantifiers or using articles, for that matter. The problem in trying to make a choice with using a quantifier or an article boils down to deciding if the noun, which you're actually modifying, is actually countable or uncountable. This can be difficult because in English many nouns, like paper we saw earlier, can be both countable or uncountable. One little trick, too much paper is perfectly fine. Too many papers. Okay, you have to decide. One way to do that is to make a short phrase with an actual number. Is it actual count? 3 students, for example. 3 papers. Can I say 3 papers? Well, yeah, you can. I have 3 papers due next weekend. Yes, I can. But paper used as a material, okay, there's 3 paper in the waste basket. There's 3 paper on my desk. There's 100,000 paper. No, that obviously doesn't make sense. There's no S. There's too much paper on my desk. So if you're questioning it, one way is to actually try putting a number in front of it. All right. There are 14 carbon dioxides. No, that's not going to make sense. So very good job here. Not enough oxygen and too much carbon dioxide. All right.
I have a question.
Yeah, shoot, please.
Can we use little or shoe or two? 2 little or 2 shoe?
Okay. That's a very good question. Okay, let's try it. Let's play around with that. Okay. Let's try a few. Too few students in small classes. Okay, wait. Just to make it make sense. Let's change this to big classes. Okay. There are too few students in some big classes. Well, what do you think? I think that's a go. I think that'll work. I think that's okay. But, you know, it was a very good question. What about little?
2 little milk or 2 little water.
Okay. Too little milk. Okay. Right. There was too little milk in...
To share 5 people.
Okay.
With the 5 people.
Okay. So I could change this sentence around like this. There was too little milk, too little with the uncountable in this coffee. So Kanan didn't drink it because she prefers a lot of milk in her coffee. All right, so too little we use with uncountables. Too We can't use this with students, with countable. There are too little students in some big classes. If I use it this way, okay, it totally changes the meaning. It makes it very, very, very silly because we use little, sometimes we use little to mean amount or quantity, but also obviously sometimes we use little to talk about size, actual size. So when I use it with a countable noun, I am implying that the students are very, very short indeed. They're only about a meter high.
Dwarf.
The dwarfs, yes. Little 10-centimeter high students running around in a big class. The class is much too big for them because they're so tiny they can't even climb up onto a chair. Right. Which is very silly and very fun, but not exactly practical here. So that was actually a very good question. Too few, yes, it's a very common collocation, and yes, we can use it. Too few with countables, too little with uncountables. Okay, and again, but still, using too, meaning in a negative connotation, simply not enough. Okay. All right. That was interesting. Max, number 4.
There will be wars soon because there is
Well,
too enough petrol in the world.
too enough. Too enough. Okay, well, this isn't a very timely sentence given what's going on in the world today. Obviously, there's a glut of oil on the market right now, and in reality, now I feel that's temporary. That's my opinion, but
War is countable. 1 war, 2 wars.
yeah, it is. There are 3 wars going on in the world today, right now. Okay, yes, it is countable. But I think you're just goofing around. But still, we cannot use, this does not exist in English, too enough. Because they're opposite, totally opposite meanings. Too meaning there's more than the amount we need, and enough meaning exactly the right amount of whatever it is we need. So they actually doesn't make, combining them together would make no sense whatsoever. There's a million nothings. I don't know. Makes no sense at all. Okay, so too enough? No, we could never do this. It's impossible. So, Max, what would make sense here?
Not enough.
Not enough. Okay.
Or just enough.
Thank you. I was just going to ask, what other words can we put in front of enough? Okay, like we did few and too little, too few. Okay, with enough, we can also, not enough, obviously, just enough. What is the meaning of just enough? I have just enough sugar to make the cake. What does that mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And exactly and no more.
How much you need to do that.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly the amount I need. That's right. Is there anything else we can put in front of enough? Is there anything else? Can I say plenty enough?
Really,
Actually,
really enough.
really?
No? Really,
Really?
enough.
Really? There's really enough. Yeah, well, it is possible. Okay. That is really enough of that behavior. You all need to sit down, take your seats. Yeah, it's possible in very special circumstances. Kind of a goofy one you may hear. I don't even know if this is grammatically correct or not, to be honest. I'm not even sure. It doesn't seem like it is, but plenty enough is something that's very common for native speakers. Sure, there's plenty enough, especially in answer to a direct question. Oh, I don't know if we're going to have enough lasagna for the party. Oh, there's plenty enough. Don't worry about it. So this is also very common for native speakers. Okay, let's move on. Debbie, number 5.
We can bake a cake. There are enough eggs in the fridge.
Okay, enough, or obviously here's a place where we could say just enough eggs in the fridge. Okay. Okay, just going back to a few and a little. We use few for countable. Okay, what's the difference between saying there are a few eggs in the fridge and saying there are enough eggs in the fridge? Debbie?
Enough is the exactly amount that we need to bake a cake, and few, no, it is not exactly the amount that I need.
Well, if I say just enough, that means exactly the amount. If I say there's enough eggs in the fridge, I may need 4 eggs, but I have 6 eggs. So I can still say there's enough eggs in the fridge. All right, I need 4 for the recipe, and I have 6. Okay. If I say there are a few eggs in the fridge, the unspoken few just means a low number. It's not it's not specified. How many is a few? Debbie, how many is a few? How
We
many
don't
eggs
know.
is a few? We don't know. Well, what
No.
would you say? What was your guess?
10?
10 is a few? Okay. Well, I'd say 3 or 4, but maybe Max would say 6 or 8. I don't know.
Exactly.
Really
I
doesn't
wanted to
matter.
say 1 to 3.
1 to 3. Okay.
2, 3.
Really 2 or 3. I'm thinking 3 or 4. Because usually if it's 2, most native speakers will say a couple of eggs. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, if it's 2, a couple, or in other cases we say a pair of whatever it may be, a couple of something, a pair of something. So we have words for 2. So we probably don't use few for 2 because we got other words. All right, so it's relative. There's a few eggs in the fridge. Doesn't really say if there's enough or not enough. Just basically telling that there's a number of eggs, a small number of eggs in the fridge. It is kind of implied that there is enough, though. Oh, sure. Can we bake a cake? Sure. We've got a few eggs in the fridge. We can do that. So actually using a few sort of implies enough, really, in English, in reality. Okay. What am I doing here? Okay. Heidi, number 6.
Everybody can sit. There are enough chairs, but they are not comfortable enough.
Okay. All right. Enough chairs is fairly obvious. There are enough chairs for everyone, okay, but they're not comfortable enough. Well, then why is this person saying to sit down if they're not comfortable enough? Okay. Okay. All right. Notice the positioning of the words here. Well, we have are, the verb to be, negative not. Okay.
Maybe enough of the first one though. Adjective, and second is adverb.
Yeah, okay, right. Notice the first one used in front of a noun is that's it. It's being used as like an adjective because it has to be because it's modifying a noun. Right, very good. So when we have enough used to modify a noun, it comes in front of the noun. And there it is. Very good. Enough chairs, enough shoes, enough whatever, and it doesn't matter countable or uncountable. Enough time. All right. Okay. And here, okay, subject, here's the verb, are not. Comfortable is obviously an adjective. Enough. We do not say, we would never say they are not enough comfortable. We would never say that. He's not tall enough to reach the cookies. It doesn't matter, this is at the end of the sentence, but even in the middle of a sentence, he's not tall enough to reach the cookies. Or positively, he is tall enough to reach the cookies. All right, tall enough. Obviously, enough, we're using it to modify the adjective, tall. Okay, so this is a little odd placement of enough. This is basically how it works. Okay. Any questions about that, Max?
Not about it, but what about phrase plenty of something?
Okay.
Plenty of time. I have plenty of time to do that.
Mm-hmm. I have plenty of time. Oh, okay. All right. I have just plenty of chairs for the meeting, for example. Okay. All right. Very similar to the concept of enough. I have. I have plenty of time. I have plenty of chairs for the meeting. I have time enough. Well, now, see, there's something strange as well. I have plenty of time. How would I say this with enough, Max?
I have enough time.
Sure. I have enough time. Can I say I have time enough?
Sounds wrong.
Well, by itself it does. I have time enough. Yeah, actually, it does sound wrong. This is more correct. But you will, I just have to tell you, you will hear this native speaker saying, I have time enough, for example, especially with an infinitive. I have time enough to get there before the store closes. Okay. It would be better to say, I have enough time to get there before the store closes. I have time enough. You will hear this construction. I think this is probably not even grammatically correct, but I just have to tell you that you will hear it sometimes, especially when you're adding emphasis to it. I have time enough. Can you make it to the store on time? I have time enough. You may hear that. All right. I think that would be fairly common, actually. Plenty. However, in general, works the same way as enough. But of course, doing it negatively, I don't have plenty of time sounds weird. Then we're just going to use, with a negative, you have to use enough. Okay? Plenty and enough work similarly, pretty much the same way. But of course, I don't have enough chairs. I'm not going to say I don't have plenty of chairs. That just sounds weird. It doesn't make sense to say I don't have plenty of chairs for the meeting. We would never say that. We would say I don't have enough chairs. So it's okay to use positive, but not negative. Okay. Okay. Debbie, try this next sentence.
Okay, Mary is clever, but her husband Loki talks too much stupidity.
Yeah, no. Okay. We have other options here. We have too, enough, don't forget, too many, too much, and very. Don't forget very.
Very.
Yeah, you kind of came in halfway through class, so.
Mary is very clever.
All right, now that works a lot better, doesn't it? Sure.
Yes.
But her husband, Hooky
talks too much. Too much
talks
stupidity.
Too much stupidly? No, talks too much. Okay. Can I use very? He talks very stupidly.
Okay.
That's possible. How about too? Can I use too?
Yes.
Too stupidly. Right. Because, why? Let's go back to our chart in the beginning here. Remember, too much we have to use with a noun. Too much paper, too much information, too much money. Too many with a countable noun. Too much with an uncountable noun. I can use too with in front of an adjective or an adverb. Too expensive. Too simple, or too simply. Either one. Okay. So, all right. I can use too in this example. Too stupidly. That's fine. Or very stupidly. But I cannot use too much stupidly.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I can say he says too many stupid things. All right. Now that I can say too many stupid things. But I'd have to change talks to says.
Okay. Yes.
I can do it that way. He says too many things. All right. Speaking of talking, Heidi.
Do not talk too much. That's enough.
That's enough. Very good. That's enough. All right. Very.
But you can say too much. That's too much. No. Too much already said.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, enough.
Something. I've had enough.
I've had enough. Right.
Drop it. Shut up.
Right. I've had enough. I can't take any more. I've had enough. All right. That's enough. Okay, that's enough out of you. Shut your pie hole. Oh, here's a fun phrase. Here's a fun phrase if you want to be rude to somebody, and you've had enough. Shut your pie hole. Okay. Just kind of silly. Okay, a little dialogue part here. Max, Zelda, let's buy dresses.
Zelda, let's buy I have enough dresses.
Okay, or I have plenty, right?
Of dresses.
Plenty.
Plenty of
right.
It's possible to use plenty without extra phrase. Just
dresses?
I have plenty. Yeah,
Sure. Of dresses is possible here, and there's nothing wrong with that. And in fact, it's more clear. But in a normal, since we are looking at a dialogue, a conversation between two people, we already know we're talking about dresses, the object noun. So it is very normal to exclude it. Ellipsis, just drop it. I don't need to repeat it again because
It would be not correct to say I have plenty one.
No, that would no.
Okay.
I have plenty of them. If you want to use a pronoun, yeah, you can't use one.
I have very beautiful dresses. I'm not common.
I have very. Could be very. What else could it be? Well, hang on. Let me. Debbie. It could be I have very beautiful dresses. He's right. What else could it be?
Oh my gosh.
About with
Too
two?
much very now. Too beautiful, yes.
No. Too beautiful. No. Now, okay. This is actually very good. Actually, we use two in front of an adjective, but that's when it's only an adjective. This adjective is modifying the noun. All right. So this is. All right. I have two beautiful dresses. They're too beautiful. I have to throw them away. I can't stand to look at them. They're so beautiful. Okay. Here, dresses, plural. Clearly countable noun.
Oh, yes. Too many. Yes.
Right. Because really what you're modifying here is the noun,
Yes.
not the adjective. So this is easy to get confused. Do you want to use just two, or two with too many or too much? Okay. Actually, this is a good point. This is easy to get confused. All right. Heidi? Now here it would have to be only one answer. Heidi?
Yeah, I have too many, maybe, because 60 dresses.
Yeah, but that's probably... Is that too many dresses? I don't know. I have no idea what... Heidi, what do women think too many dresses? How many are too many?
Not too many.
But not too many. Okay.
Oh, enough is better.
I have enough dresses. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Now, obviously, what Max and I consider as a proper number of shoes is probably going to be considerably different than what Heidi and Debbie consider to be enough shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, in the Philippines, the wife of president had over 1,000. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imelda Marcos. Yeah, exactly. She had no concept of enough. Some people have no concept of enough. That's the problem.
But not enough for her.
Not enough for her. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, whoops. How did I get Q? All right. Also possible, I have so many dresses. Last year I bought 60 dresses. Okay. Too many. What's the difference? Too many dresses and so many dresses.
So many is still 12.
Well, too many means negative. I shouldn't. There's an implication that you shouldn't have that many.
Mm-hmm.
But so many it just means kind of a lot. Oh, I have so. This would still be a correct sentence even in context. I have so many dresses. Last year I bought 60 dresses. Okay. All right. So many or so much as opposed to too many and too much. I have too much time. I have so much time. One is too much. There's again the implication of negative. It's a bad thing. I have so much time. Just that I have a lot. If I say I have so much time, you don't really know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, it's great. Since I retired, I have so much time. Or I lost my job and now I have so much time I don't know what to do with myself.
So it's positive.
Yeah, it could be negative. Since I lost my job, I have so much time I don't know what to do with myself. It could be negative.
Okay.
So it could be either. On the other hand, too much, always, always, always negative. That's one of the key things to note about too much, so much, and enough. Okie doke. Any last questions about these modifying words? Very much. Very much enough. Very much to enough.
No.
No question.
Or we talked about it very, very much enough. Yeah, probably. Okay. Well, thank you. I very much want to have my lunch now. Because I'm
Bye. Thank you.
I'm too hungry now. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Adios.
See you again soon.
Thank
Adios.
you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao. See you again soon. Bye-bye.